every continent on the earth and your brain have these things in common. These things called ants. Every continent on the earth has it, and your brains have it. And we want to talk about these ants today because they are what actually impacts your thinking. Every continent has them, but more importantly, your brain has them. And you don't understand, these automatic negative thoughts actually influence the hormones in your body. And these automatic negative thoughts are actually what in many of our cases, whether you know it or not, it is the foundation for many of your sickness and diseases. These ants. Somebody say these ants. Now we have several kinds of ants, and if you look up, like cognitive behavioral therapy, it'll talk about the idea of ants and everything else from a psychological standpoint, because they are automatic negative thoughts. They are the thoughts that come in our brain automatically, and they start running wild, and they produce negative outcomes. We have extreme ants, which means that we think in extremes. Things are either all good, everything wonderful, or all bad. How you doing today? Oh, it's a bad day. Horrible day. Listen, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. How's your day going? It's a horrible day. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Your day ain't even. You got a bunch of the day to go, but you've already assessed the entire day, as extreme ants. And whether you know or not, many of us operate by these extreme ants. Comparison ants, where you're always comparing yourself and your situation to others. You get a new Toyota, you mad because they got a Lexus. You got a new truck, you mad because they got an SUV. You sad because their kid got a 4.0 and your kid got a 3.9. You sad. His looks better than yours, and hers is bigger than yours, and he got more of this than you got, and she got more of this than you got. They're automatic thoughts. That means you can't even rejoice with people, because when you see them, your ant comes right in and it starts to compare immediately with them. Am I making sense? You can't even say, I'm so glad you got a bonus. I'm so glad you had this thing has happened to you. I'm happy for your family. Because the minute you see them, that automatic negative thought comes and it says, but you don't have it. Why did they get it and you didn't get it? A woman of God, you can't tell another lady that she's looking pretty today. Because you got no, look at her. She thinks she all that. I mean, why don't you just say, man, you look nice today, and leave it there? Why can't you do that? Am I making sense? Man of God, you can't look at that brother and say, man, he's in shape. Don't look at him. He walk around with his shoulders all cocked back, thinking he have everything else. Why you mad at him? Walk around with his chest all stuck out. No, his chest is up instead of down. That's the difference. His chest is not out. Comparison ants, darkening ants, where you focus on the bad situation. This is where no matter what you look at, you're gonna skew it negative. But notice these are automatic negative thoughts, which means that it happens before you process it. And you watch, and you'll know this if you had really close friends. If you ask them, could you stop me whenever I speak negative? It will blow you away how many times they will stop you. Because the minute it'd be like, hey, ooh, how you doing? Oh, it's my knee. Stop. Is there anything good in your life? Well, I'm just trying to be real. Sometimes we don't need to be. Listen, we don't need to be that real. Am I making sense? So darkening ants focus on the bad in the situation. So you get money, you're mad because of the taxes. You get you got a dog that you wanted. You wanted the dog, and now you mad at the puppy. You bought him. And the puppy look at you like, it ain't my fault. You came and got me and brought me to the house. Am I making sense? Darkening, and you're focused on the bad situation. So you're sitting in service and you say, I was vexed all service. Why? Because when I pulled up to the parking lot, there wasn't a gatekeeper. Your entire spiritual experience was thrown off because there was not somebody to help you park in a parking lot. But when you go to HEB, you don't have a gatekeeper. And you're not vexed in your spirit. When you go to Walmart, you don't have a gatekeeper. And you don't say Walmart doesn't have the spirit of excellence. You just park the car and go in and get what you got. Am I making sense? You're darkening ants. It's funny because you can watch darkening ants happening during praise service. And you can watch the saints just sit down and just get negative. That soprano is so off. And that note is just getting on my nerves, and I just can't. I'm just vexed in my spirit. I can't stand this right today. I just got to sit here. I just can't praise. I just can't praise. And, I'm making sense. In biblical times, what happened when they didn't have keyboards, and when they didn't have drums and bass? And did they always have rehearsals and tryouts? Maybe some people just sang. Ought to be ants. Things should, must, ought to happen. People ought to do this, ought to do that. And so whether you say, I appreciate what you did, they ought to do, they should have done. And everything, and you'll find yourself there labeling ants. You attach a negative label to yourself and others. Fortune telling ants. You're always predicting either the best, it's going to work out and we're going to be rich, or the worst. It's terrible. We're going to be broke. We all going to die tomorrow. Mind reading ants, believing you know what other people are thinking. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. You don't know what I'm thinking. I saw it on your face. I saw it on your face. No, you didn't know. You did not say that. I did. I saw it on your face. And you don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking. Look, I was really thinking, man, am I going to get a hamburger or some chicken? That's all. That was on my mind. Don't be lying. You were thinking bad about me. No, actually, I was thinking about a hamburger or some chicken. I help the women who are in relationships. Sometimes when you ask the man what he's thinking and he says nothing, he really means that. He is telling the truth. That look, I'm not thinking about nothing. Well, you was thinking something. Now I feel like I got to make up something because I'm in trouble now. I was thinking, why you taking so long? You must gonna lie. And I'm just trying to make up something, because mind reading ants means that you think that you believe what people are saying, and then global conclusion ants, which is I'll never be, or I'll always be. Well, I'll never be happy. You get a new job, it ain't gonna satisfy me. So now notice, I want you to understand something. That whether you know it or not, the complaint is the outgrowth of the ant. So by the time you verbalize it, you've already processed it in your mind. And before you verbalize it, because you process it in your mind, your brain has sent out corresponding hormones that are driving all of your emotions, your feelings, and your physiological responses all toward whatever direction you want to be in. Am I making sense? Making sense. If you got a darkening ant, then your brain is like, oh, don't be happy. Send some sad juice everywhere. We can help you because it's a look on your face. So and what you want to argue is the look gets to this. The physiological outgrowth, the physiological outcome of what's happening internally is a lie. And you want us to believe that physiological outgrowth is a lie. I'm good. You're not good, but Now I got a choice whether I accept that, but you're not really good. And I shouldn't even have to ask. I know you're not good by the look on your face. Am I making sense? Even children, 2 and 3 year olds, listen, they know how to look at your face. And they don't know how to articulate everything, but they'll be like, Daddy mad. Daddy mad. Mommy mad. Mommy mad, Daddy. Mommy mad. Mommy, you mad? Why are you so sad, Daddy? Why are you so sad? Ain't nobody sad, kid. You look sad. Your face looks sad. Your eyes look sad. And it's because, so now notice, so the kid, they know, your dog knows. Your dog will walk up to you and put their head on your lap. And they look at you like, oh. And you be like, gone, Rover, gone. And Rover like, you just feeling, why are you so sad? Because I believe that this message, if you can get the nuances of this message, it is a life changer for you. It is a life changer, because what you don't realize is this, that our ants, because they are automatic negative thoughts, you don't have to intend on being negative. They just happen. They just do it. And they've been doing it to you for so long that you don't know why you believe what you believe. Your problem is you believe the ants because they're everywhere. Am I making sense? Because no one ever finds, have you ever found the source of the ants in your house? No. You just found the line. And you can keep going, and after a while it's a little hole right there, but you don't know where that hole leads to. You don't know where that crack leads to. And after a while you're like, I don't even know where they came from. I just put the food down 1 minute, and then I put the trash can over here, and I came back in the room, and it was full of ants. And I was like, where these ants come from? I never saw those ants before. Because negative thoughts don't have to be nurtured. They happen naturally. And you got to recognize that they happen naturally. And stop believing. Here's your problem. You believe that these negative thoughts are you. And so now you're accepting these automatic negative thoughts or these ants as you. And when you accept them, and when you normally have them and you keep having them, you don't understand this, that negative dispositions create sick bodies. You don't understand. This is why your doctor can't find nothing.
Did you know we have 4 p.m. service? That's right. Every 4 p.m., Dr. Moody preaches a different message. And this month has been all about the importance of small groups, or what we like to call Kingdom Life groups. After being taught how vital they are, you don't want to be left out. Make sure you sign up today. Dr. Moody's messages are created to edify your soul to another level. But it doesn't happen only on Sundays. Order his messages and books at cmllcstore.com to grow your spiritual life daily. We've just transitioned into the second half of our Go Big campaign, but we still have a lot of work to do. Make sure you're striving towards greatness as we enter into our second quarter of our Go Big season. Your genes have a lot to say. Discover what your genes have to say about your kidneys. C2H has partnered with multiple organizations to help you uncover if you're at risk for developing kidney disease. Identify, gain insight, and educate yourself at this free event happening at the Rock ATX on September 8th. Sign up at c2h.us.